Hello. I'm hoping this message is coming through loud and clear. I am outside and there's going to be some ambient noise, so hopefully everything's good. Hey everybody, it is Megan. I felt really called to get on and talk through the feeling of being stuck, because it is a feeling and a space I have been in personally for a little bit now. And those who follow me probably noticed that by me being a little bit less just here out into the world of my platforms and, just not engaging and connecting as much. So I know when I'm going through something that others are too. And I am always called to talk through my journey to make sure that we all know that we're not alone. And so if you are feeling stuck in anything, it could be stuck in your career, in your business. It could be stuck in craving something different in life or wanting something different for yourself, your family, whatever it is. I don't have to tell you because you already know. It's in your heart. It's in your just like kind of energy and the spirit and all of that. And so whatever it is, know that you are not alone. Now, my stuck feelings right now kind of were in two different places. One of them was in my business, and knowing that I wanted to show up differently and knowing that I wanted to, take another layer of myself, like peel the onion off even more to be even more open and connective in my existence within my business. The second place where I was feeling stuck and things are moving along. Oh, thank you, girl. Sending a quick hug and know you're on the right path. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Mwah, mwah. You are amazing. Thank you for that. I truly actually really, really needed that. So thank you. The other place I was feeling stuck recently was in my just overall feeling of feeling good in my body and my energy, kind of like from the health perspective, from an energetics perspective. And I've been making small choices and changes to shift that, but it felt like a lot of times, many days, that I was not seeing the shifts. I was not feeling the results of the tiny shifts. Now, here's the thing. We have to remember when we are making tiny shifts that it's not going to be this like monumental kind of like, oh, I've made it. I'm here. I am not there anymore, or whatever it is, right? It is just truly having patience and knowing that getting quiet with yourself, understanding where it is that you want to go, and being okay with simple to no change at first is really important. Because when we're feeling stuck, especially when we're really sick of our own shit, especially when we're really sick of it, we just want change. We're just so over it. We want to be on the other side. But the beauty in kind of being in that middle, the messy middle, the limbo, whatever you would like to call it, is that you get a chance to listen even deeper if you allow yourself. You get a chance to create boundaries within yourself, maybe with other people, within your schedule, that you might just need in order to see an even better version than you originally sought after or sought out. Hopefully that makes sense. I have a hard time sometimes getting quiet with myself because when I know I want to do something, when I know that something feels right for me or not right for me, I want to I've never labeled myself as a risk taker in all of my life. But in recent years, I have noticed that I can be a little bit more just like, let's go, jump and see what happens. And that serves me in a lot of ways. But not every space and place is going to be a jump in and just start swimming. Sometimes it's going to be, do I need some scuba gear? Do I need a wetsuit? What do I need to dive in? What are my resources? What are my tools? What do I really call to? Who can I have in my world that could be helpful, or I can help them through this journey as well, right? All of that comes into play. So whatever it is that you're feeling stuck in, whatever it is that you're feeling maybe uncertain in, know that your answers are always within you, right? If you've been around a while, you know I love The Wizard of Oz, and Dorothy always had the power from the very, very beginning. If she would have known it, and she would have stepped into it, tapped into it, all the things, then she would have had her answer well before all of the craziness ensued. But we don't always know that we have it within us. Or even if we do, sometimes it's buried under old stories. It's buried under the opinions or thoughts of others. It is hiding under some sort of blanket within you, and you have to kind of unearth it and discover it. And so here's my call to you. I'm on my hammock, so sorry if I'm rocking a little bit. I'm about to go to a networking meeting and rocking in my hammock. It's quite the juxtaposition, just like everything in life is. Just like feeling stuck is, isn't it? Just like feeling stuck is. But anyways, here's my call to you. Is to whatever it is that you are feeling gunky about or junky within, whatever you're feeling stuck in, have a little conversation with yourself. And if it's too hard to do it with just yourself, ask somebody that you trust that isn't somebody who is a fixer or a naysayer. And hopefully not both. So they're not a fixer, they're not a naysayer. They are somebody who will just listen and allow you to let out the information you need to get out, the thoughts that you need to get out, and they will give you like a conversation, not just telling you, oh, well, this is what you should do. Okay? So if you can't do it or don't feel in a space to do it on your own, find somebody who is in that category that can give you just an open platform to just be, to just exist and ruminate and figure out a little bit. And go through the thoughts that are coming up for you. What are you really called to do on the other side of this stuck? What are things that you are not being honest with yourself when you are really thinking about the fact that you're stuck? Are you making up too many excuses? Are you starting the process and then coming back down from it, like I've done in a couple of things recently? Are you feeling as though it's just not going to happen because I've got this, and this happening right now? The kids are going back to school and like all these things that we're going to kind of list out like this big old scroll and allow that to be our truth even when we have a choice in the matter. Now, there are some things that are concrete. They are fact. They are happening in our lives. There is no doubt about that, but there are different ways of utilizing them. There are different ways of spending our time, spending our energy, all that thing. So if we use those excuses over and over again, of course we're going to find them to be true, but in fact, they are not fact, right? So if that's happening, right, if you're like seeing, like if you're giving yourself the space for this, and then you're still seeing yourself just having this laundry list of excuses, get real with yourself on that. Like another level of getting real of like, no, my friend, yes, these are realities of my life, that we've got transitions happening in our house and like whatever they are for you. And say, well, that is my truth, but what can I do differently in it? Hi. Hello, my friend. I hope you're having a good day, good productive day. Your energy is feeling high. I'm hoping that for everybody. But get really real. That's what I had to do with this stuck moment. I was feeling stuck with where I wanted to go in my kind of my social media platform, with how I wanted to be out in the world, like I mentioned before, with some choices in my health and just energy. And I just had the most amount of excuses for why I couldn't do this or why I was scared to do that. And it was not serving me. So I put people around me that weren't the naysayers, weren't the fixers, but they were there to listen. And one of them just popped on here now, if you're still on, Shannon. And that helped me sort out my thoughts and get over my own bullshit. Now I'm not fully on the clear of all of this, my friends. And certain things won't be for longer periods of time. But you can shorten that kind of batting average or whatever. Is that the right analogy? I don't even know. You can kind of lessen that. You can make that better if you just get really real. So do that. For me, I got so real on my excuse for, oh, well, I don't have enough energy to take an additional time to move my body in an intentional way. So I was going to bed with pent-up anxiety and energy. I was going to bed feeling kind of bleh and not good in my skin, and waking up feeling bloated and not well because I just kept saying I don't have enough energy. Well, of course I don't, because I'm not intentionally going into my day, right? And not every day is going to be filled with like all this like positivity towards a shift you're making. But what I'm saying is, I at least know at the forefront of my mind that I'm making a conscious decision to either stay stuck or move something. Move something. Whether even, I don't care if it's a grain of salt that you're moving something. And so I finally was like, knocked it out of my head that was my truth, that I couldn't maybe sneak in a WALK, the pups are right here, that I couldn't sneak in that in the morning before starting my day, because I was like, no, I just got to get on the computer. I got to work. Again, excuses, not reality. I could shift it. So what are they for you? What is happening in your mind and in your energy and in the way that you're showing up that is keeping you doing the same? Same thing for showing up differently in my business and in my social sphere on the digital platforms in particular. I was like, oh gosh, I've got to like combine things, and I got to like, I'm really called to just share differently and talk about certain things in a more big way. But if I do that, like, what if somebody thinks that, or what if like it doesn't make sense to that person? Instead of knowing that inside of me, I was called to do something different, and not even different, just kind of in a different way, let's say, right? Because I am still running the same business as I was before. There's just different facets of it, and it's just slightly shifting, right? Excuses that people will think this way or feel that way or whatever. What is that, right? What does that matter at the end of the day when you are doing what's best for you? When you are truly trying to do what's best for you. So I don't want to make this lengthy, but I did want to put those little thoughts in your mind if you're feeling stuck in anything. Small little areas, big monumental stucknesses happening, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Don't belittle your feeling stuck in something that you deem as insignificant or smaller or not as important, because you're comparing yourself to somebody else who's got like a bigger thing going on, or they're feeling stuck, or they have something major going on in their life. It doesn't take away what you need to address within yourself. So find that within yourself. Ask yourself some nitty-gritty questions. Get really real. Put yourself around and surround yourself with the people that kind of really just lift that spirit of you up and create surround yourself with that. Not the naysayers, not the ones that are just going to say, yeah, everything's fantastic, and still not the ones that are just going to try to fix it. Somebody who's well-rounded, that they can give you the space, that they can give you the time, that they can give you thought-provoking questions, and see what can happen to get yourself just moving, right? Let's not even worry about the other side right now. Let's worry about just kind of starting to scoot along, right? Just moving on up. That's what really matters, because we don't even know what's on the other side. So many things in my life, especially in the last couple of years, I thought I knew what they were going to look like, and then they looked way better or different in some way than I ever would have thought. And so here's the deal. Like, what if I would have held myself back? I wouldn't have saw the grand kind of version of what it was when it came to life afterwards. So why sell yourself short in that way? That seems kind of not fun or fair to yourself. Like, why sell yourself short in that way? And so if anybody that's popping on right now, I've just kind of talked through a ton of stuff in the feeling stuck spaces and places of life, in my life, and some thoughts and things we could do to be unstuck. But if anybody feels called to share something that they're feeling stuck in, feel free. This is an open, safe space for everybody. So if you feel called to, share something that you're feeling stuck in, let me know. I'd love to chat through it. Maybe the people here, we can support together. I firmly believe in community. I firmly believe that I have an amazing community that surrounds me, and so together we can help each other. If you don't feel called to do it and put it here in the live or the replay, you can always DM me too if you just need like a fresh perspective on whatever it is that you're feeling stuck. Sorry guys, I'm trying to scoot on the edge of the hammock. I always feel like I say it not right. What is the right way to say it? But anyways, I really wanted to share that with you guys, because like I said, when I'm feeling stuck in certain things, I know that I'm not the only one, and that's what helps me through to the other side. Hey Raquel, hope you're doing good as well. I am doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Having a good, really feeling inspired day. I'm feeling called to be back on stories. I feel called to being back to doing lives and things like that. So you're going to see some really kind of just a shift in content and connectivity and things like that here in the community and on my Instagram and Facebook too. Hey, hello. Nice to see you guys as well. Let's see. I have too many things going on at the moment, leaving you incredibly frozen. Yes, my friend. Can you guys give a heart or like an emoji if you feel like that, even if it's not your truth right now, but that is something that you come up against often, that you feel like you have too many things happening at the same time. You almost feel like I'll do nothing. Like I'll just sit here and somehow it will get done because I'm feeling too shell-shocked to do any of it. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to continue if it's something that's been ongoing. Give us some hearts. Let Chrissy know that she's not alone on that, because I know she knows, because she's one of my many, many beautifully trusted humans in my life that knows. She's helped me through this stuck period actually right now. And so now we got to help her. So what do? Does anybody have a thought? Like when you're feeling overwhelmed with too many things and you feel frozen or paralysis. I couldn't say that the right way. Like, what do? Does anybody have any good tips? For me, one thing that I do is like trying to find some prioritization. So finding a way to like put priority on the things that are on my to-do or my list of like things to get done. And then I kind of look at my week and I plan out when I think and know I'll have some energy for it. Raquel, she says, I wake up earlier. Okay. Are you an early bird, Raquel? Like, do you typically do well getting up earlier? Or is it truly like a kind of a sacrifice for you to kind of get ahead of the game? Early bird gets the worm type of feeling. Just curious. Because I'm not an early bird by nature, but I can get up and I can be productive and I can do that. So I'm like this weird, like more of a night owl, but so I have found the value in giving myself more space in the morning. So just curious how that works for you. And I know you've got kiddos and things like that, so too. So I'm sure that goes into play of how that is, and how that plays out for you, really. If you go to sleep early, which is always the tricky thing, right? Sometimes of like going to sleep so that I can get up and have, productivity and all of that good stuff. So thank you for sharing that. And so I think that's really important. So please, anybody feel free to chime in. Even if you're watching the replay, also chime in if you have something that you're feeling stuck on and you want to kind of talk through or whatnot. I've got a few more minutes here and then I have to go. The reason why I'm on a hammock in a blazer, which is totally not my outdoor chilling vibe typically, is I'm about to go. My hubby and I are going to a networking happy hour thing tonight. First time we've ever done anything like this together, so it's going to be kind of cool and interesting, and I'm kind of excited. It's like a little bit of a date night. So, but I really, really just, like I said, I felt called to get on and talk through this stuck thing. I'm hoping if even just one little aha moment or one little nudge in the right direction comes for any of us, myself included, because I get so much, like when I'm on here, this is not me just like talking at you. This is me with you, alongside you. That is one thing I will always make clear in this world. I have many strengths, but I also have many weaknesses. We all do. As business owners, as people in this world, on this planet, 2 feet on the ground, that is the truth. And if somebody acts as if they don't have things that they're working on, feeling stuck in, then I would be leery of that right now. Yeah, especially in this world that we live in this digital world, it's easy to just be the expert but not have, all the facets. And that's what I'm really, really called to doing here. And so, all right, my friends. So one last little note for you before I wrap up, because I've got like just 3-4 minutes here. One last thing that I just heard earlier when I was working was the idea that like people look at firemen or nurses or teachers or whatever it is in your mind and in your world as like heroes and things like that. And we think, oh, they're fearless. They're just so fearless. They can just get up, they can run into a fire. They can get up and that person can go skydiving. They can get up and they can make this monumental life change or, invest in something humongous that paid off for them. And they're just fearless. But the thing is, nobody's truly fearless. I promise you. Everybody's got fear. Everybody has it. It's just that they have courage. And they kind of decipher where and how they're going to allow those two things to play into their lives. And so when the fear comes up, they have to say, okay, this is either not real, this is my brain trying to keep me safe, but I know what I'm doing is the right thing. I'm in alignment with it. They find the courage and allow that to come up higher so that they are able to do whatever it is that you are perceiving as so fearless and so like that's only for them and not for me. I did that earlier this year. I did something that I thought other people just had something in them. I thought that they had a different level of courage, a different level of expertise, a different level of whatever. And it was speaking on stage in front of 300 and some people about a sensitive topic in my life. And here's the thing. What I want to leave you with is that I realized through it that the people out there doing the things that we see as fearless or courageous, they're average people just like us who have just persevered, found their community, they've found their scrolling list of excuses, and they've scratched them off and replaced them with something new. A new thought, a new idea, a new way of going about it, getting up earlier, saying different things to yourself when you're feeling stressed, like anxiety coming up through you before you do that meeting or do that whatever. And you're like, oh, I'm so anxious, I can't do this. Oh, I'm just going to call it off. I'm just not going to go. Well, the thing is, if we change the relationship with anxiety and saying it's anxiety and it feels scary to, I'm excited about this. I care about it. It's my body's way of preparing me to do the best presentation I possibly could, or to do that, go boating or swim in the lake for the first time ever. If we change that from it's anxiety and it's very scary to my body is preparing me. It's doing what it's supposed to. It's giving me the adrenaline. It's giving me that like energy that's just vibing through me. And I'm going to use it. Unstoppable, my friends. We are then unstoppable. And that's what I did with the speaking engagement I did in April. That's what I plan to do as I continue to forge through speaking more in my career. That's what I plan to do when I come up against, hey, do you want to go do this thing that just makes me feel a little bit nervous? But it's something I want to do. I'm not saying don't doing things that are misaligned. I'm saying when you feel aligned or curious about something, then how can you change that? The other thing is like movement, right? I talk about it a lot, dancing, all of that. And it's not just me just talking about dancing to talk about dancing. I have a lifelong love of movement in my life. And I find that backstage when I used to be ready to go on stage and do the thing, and I was always so anxious. And I wish back then I knew that I could shift it. That like if I kind of just wiggled my hands out and let that energy out in some way, shape, or form. Humming is a big one for me. Gets that vagus nerve just like activated and calmed and all of that stuff. So what are ways that we can change it? Again, going back to that stuck situation, that stuck feeling. Don't let it get stuck. Don't let yourself get stuck in these feelings of what you think it should be. All right, you guys, I have to leave, but let's see. I think there's a few new comments. You have to come to my next event. Yes, Raquel, message me, girl. We have not chatted in the inbox like we usually like, hey, in so long. So message me about this. I would love to support you if I can. And if I'm available, I'm here for it. And so I'm going to wrap up. I hope that this leaves you with some beautiful thoughts and energy in your life. I hope the rest of your day and week are one of quiet when you need it, excitement when you can find it, and just moving intentionally. If you can do anything in the next few days to just make a shift in whatever it is in your life that you're feeling less than or stuck in, that it's doing just a few things with intention that will change it immensely. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. If you're playing, or if you're watching on the replay, definitely jump in, say hello. I love that. It's my favorite thing, connecting with you guys. So, mwah, I love you guys. Love you, Kissy. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Thank you for everything that you are in my life and to me, and my motivation for even just being here right now, literally on this live, is just, I'm so thankful for you. Love you all so much, and I will see you soon.